You know the bill of goods that America sells us, that everybody has access if you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. This story is kind of just breaking. Have you heard that Dawn Robinson, one of the founding members of EnVogue, is sleeping in her car and has been sleeping in her car for 3 years? I am fascinated by people, especially women, who live in their cars. I was watching videos during the pandemic of people disassociating from, all of the obligations that bear us down, by choice, living in their cars, their RVs, and their vans. Now, she goes on to say she had some financial instability, moved with her mom. We all know how that is. So that didn't last long. Then her manager offered her to move into his apartment, but it was a little too congested. He didn't really have room for her. So he agreed to pay for her to stay in a hotel. She took him up on the offer, but it got so expensive. And then she found videos on YouTube of people living in their cars. And she's like, I can do that. This is by choice. I know a lot of people are going to take clips of her video and say, oh God, she's broke, she's bankrupt, she's homeless. Most of it is financial, but it's also by choice. She wants to be independent of the burdens of financial responsibility. A lot of people are doing this by choice. I couldn't be brave enough because I'm conditioned already. I don't think I can uncondition or decondition myself of all of the worries I would have, especially as a woman. And that's what fascinated me most, that the women who do it are so brave enough to do it. And they have to be careful, mind you. Like, many are carrying, weapons to defend themselves. And I've seen a couple of videos where they've had run-ins with, creeps, but are still willing to not have to be burdened by all of these obligations that we have, the mortgage, the apartment, everything's high. And I thought that was just so fascinating. I wish I could wrap my head around that. Listen, I got over it really quick and would rather just move to another country. I am more fascinated by people who go from country to country, the nomads and so forth. But yeah, a lot of them that I see, they work or are living off of their savings, but are traveling the country. Wow, I would love to do that if I could just wrap my head around it not being so dangerous as a woman. But Dawn is so talented. I don't think she would have any problem, earning a living singing. She has a beautiful voice. She was a member of not only EnVogue, but also Lucy Pearl. She could have a solo career. I don't know if she can go back to EnVogue since she left, but the potential is there, but she prefers it, and that's wild to me. I don't think I can grasp it myself. Can you? Would you live in your car and unattach yourself from all of these aspirations that they tell us, particularly in America, to aspire to? You know the bill of goods that America sells us, that everybody has access. If you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, anyone can have a piece of the pie or a bite of the big apple. And we know it's a bill of goods. They're hustling us. Could you live as a nomad? Could you live off the grid without the obligation of paying, a landlord or a mortgage company, and just be free? Oh, I can imagine it, but I don't think I'd ever pull the trigger.